Hey you, yeah you need to stop thinking dirty. You heard me. Stop thinking dirty. I'm Dr. K with Mental Health Plain Speak. I'm a psychiatrist based in the Southeast, and I want to talk to you today about dirty thoughts. Okay, let's just admit it. We all have them dirty thoughts. And let me clarify what I mean by dirty thoughts. When I say dirty thoughts, I'm talking about those negative, good-for-nothing thoughts that weigh you down on the daily. I'm talking about those negative, good-for-nothing thoughts that make you feel sad, angry, guilty, ashamed, and worthless. I'm talking about those negative, good-for-nothing thoughts that wreck your life if you don't check them. Yeah, those are the kind of thoughts I'm talking about. We got to do something about those. You know why we got to do something about those negative, good-for-nothing thoughts? We got to do something because thoughts are powerful. I'm going to say it again. Thoughts are powerful. What goes on up here plays out in the world around you. There's a quote by Mahatma Gandhi that says this: your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. And let me tell you, I have seen this truth play out over and over in my own life and the lives of my patients. That's why it is necessary to clean up your thoughts if you want to live your best life. You may say, well, Dr. K, just how do I do that? The first step is to think about what you're thinking. Say what? I said, think about what you're thinking. We all have thoughts that prance and dance through our minds, and if you have got to learn to pay attention to them so that they don't run autopilot. So I'm going to challenge you to do this. Next time you notice a shift in your emotions, whether good or bad, I want you to stop and ask yourself, what was I thinking just before my mood changed? For example, you may be driving a long, familiar stretch of road. Oftentimes, that's when our minds like to go on autopilot. And all of a sudden, you start feeling angry. You need to pay attention to that mood shift and ask, what was I thinking before I got angry? You could have been thinking about how you just recently got passed over by your boss and how you deserve to be promoted to that position and how you've been there for so many years and have so much more experience than that goofball they actually hired. The boss cheated you. He cheated you. You got robbed. Now you look down at the speedometer and you're going 80 miles per hour. You literally need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. And this is how you check that dirty, unhelpful thoughts. You could ask yourself questions like these. Is it really true that I was robbed and the boss cheated me? If so, what is the evidence for this? Is there any evidence to the contrary? And either way, is thinking about the situation in the way that I'm thinking about it now helping me right now? Is there a different way to think about this situation? Is there a better way to think about the situation? What would my friend, my mama, my pastor say about the situation? You have to recognize negative, unhelpful thoughts and take control of them before they control you. If you walk around thinking you've been robbed and cheated, what do you think your mindset is going to be like once you return to work on Monday? If you keep thinking that thought over and over and over again, I've been robbed, I've been cheated, I've been robbed, I've been cheated. If you keep calling the boss a bald-faced lying son of a gun over and over in your mind, by Monday you might just be ready to blow up the office. And I'm telling you the truth. That's exactly the mess you see on the news. People blowing up stuff and shooting people. And I'm betting in many of the premeditated situations like that, people were sipping on some bad juice. And by bad juice, I mean they were thinking the same negative thoughts over and over and over again, and then took action on those negative, unhelpful thoughts, and lives were lost, including their own. Learn to check your thoughts. Ask yourself, what am I thinking? Is it helping me to keep thinking this way? If I keep thinking this way, am I going to live my best life? If I keep thinking this way, am I going to become the best version of myself? If the answer is no, then you need to stop thinking those thoughts. And sometimes you might literally have to slam your fist down or say it loud, stop, to stop that negative stream of thoughts from ticker taping through your mind. Then you're going to have to take another action. You're going to have to talk to yourself. Yes, I'm a psychiatrist telling you to talk to yourself, and I mean it. And you can either let those negative thoughts bubble up and talk to you, or you can talk to those thoughts and to yourself and shut down those thoughts by blasting those thoughts with positivity. Yes, you are going to have to engage in positive self-talk. And what I mean is that you're going to have to tell yourself good things about yourself and good things about your situation to combat the negativity. You are going to have to go into full-fledged Stuart Smalley mode. With regard to our hypothetical example, you could tell yourself that you have a lot to offer the world. Tell yourself the best is yet to come. Tell yourself that when opportunity comes knocking again, you will be fully prepared. Tell yourself that this setback is an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for you to evaluate yourself for areas in which you can make further improvement, areas in which you can grow. And make up in your mind that you'll keep your eyes open for new and better opportunities. It may also be an opportunity for you to practice asking for feedback from your boss so that you can better understand the reason you were not promoted to the new position. It may be an opportunity to venture out and find an even better position somewhere else. And I'd like to encourage you, starting today, to be very intentional about building within your mind a treasure box of comforting, encouraging, and uplifting thoughts. Memorize scriptures, quotes, or mantras that encourage and empower you. Listen to helpful podcasts and read books that inspire you. Surround yourself with positive people so that your brain is immersed in positivity as much as possible. Then when challenges and problems occur in life, it'll be easier to see the situation through a more hopeful and optimistic lens. Some of the tips I've offered here are a part of a specific type of therapy called cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive means related to the process of thinking. And one major component of this type of therapy is learning to recognize and change unhelpful ways of thinking. If this type of therapy interests you, then reach out to a mental health professional with training in this area. All right, that's the end of the session for today. I hope this content has been helpful. Now, please do remember that the suggestions I offer here are not meant to be a substitute for advice from your own provider. So, talk to your provider before implementing any of these tips. And if you don't have someone helping you with your mental health needs, consider reaching out to a professional. Folks, let's make it our business to understand mental illness and those who struggle against mental illness. I'm Dr. K, and this has been Mental Health Plain Speak. And remember, be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle.